wondered who the first inhabitants of North America's southeast were? Today, we delve into the intriguing history of the Timucua, one of the oldest indigenous groups in this region. The Timucua, with a unique language and DNA, provide strong evidence of their ancient roots, marking them as one of the earliest groups of indigenous Native Americans in the region. Their language, in fact, is the oldest indigenous North American language recorded in history. So, let's journey back in time to explore the world of the Timucua. The Timucua lived in what is now Florida and southeastern Georgia, had a distinctive lifestyle and society. They created a societal structure that was both complex and intricate, with a chief at the helm, supported by a council of elders. Their society was further divided into clans, each with its unique role and responsibility. The Timucua were matrilineal, meaning that the hereditary line for each clan followed the mother's line from generation to generation. Even the leading male chiefs and leaders were chosen not by who their fathers were, but rather by who their mother was. Their agricultural practices were sophisticated for their time, cultivating crops such as maize, beans and squash, the trio often referred to as the Three Sisters, a technique still used today. They also harvested fruits, nuts and other wild plant foods, supplemented by hunting and fishing. Art was an integral part of their culture, and this was vividly expressed through their distinctive tattoos, pottery and artwork. They crafted intricate designs on their ceramic vessels, a ceramic craft which is the oldest in North America, going back more than 5,000 years, each telling a unique story of their people and their land. The intricacies evolved over time, leaving a blueprint for modern archaeologists and anthropologists to follow. Their language, Timucua, stands as one of the oldest indigenous languages in North America, well documented by the Spanish, most notably by Father Francisco Pareja, and more recently Dr. Timothy Johnson of Flagler College in St. Augustine, Florida, both whose scholarship is testament to the deep-rooted history and enduring culture of the Timucua. Their unique culture and language set them apart amongst the indigenous tribes of North America. However, like many indigenous tribes, the Timucua faced significant challenges with the arrival of European settlers. The 16th century marked a period of upheaval for the Timucua as explorers from across the Atlantic began their encroachment on New World territories. The Europeans brought with them diseases unknown to the Timucua, against which they had no natural immunity. Smallpox, influenza and measles ravaged through their population, drastically reducing their numbers and causing their societies to collapse in the face of the smaller groups of colonists. In addition to these diseases, the Timucua were drawn into conflicts fueled by European powers, old rivalries used by the Europeans to further gain influence and control. As allies or adversaries, they found themselves embroiled in territorial disputes and bloody battles, further contributing to their decline. Despite fierce resistance, their population continued to dwindle under the weight of these challenges. The last known record of a Timucua individual dates back to the early 18th century, marking the end of an era for this once flourishing tribe. By the 18th century, the Timucua, once a thriving tribe, had sadly faded into the annals of history. Though the Timucua may no longer be with us, their legacy continues to influence us today. Archaeological discoveries, including intricate pottery and compelling artwork, provide a glimpse into their rich culture and sophisticated society. These artifacts continue to shape the cultural and historical narrative of the Southeast United States, infusing it with a deep sense of antiquity. Recent DNA has shown that the genetic markers of the Timucua survive, in small portions to this very day, from Florida to Cuba. Even though the Timucua have vanished as a society, their story and DNA remains a vital part of North America's rich tapestry, reminding us of the continent's deep-rooted history and the enduring legacy of its first inhabitants.